first up, getting you these visuals where Delhi Chief Minister and now exited Lieutenant Governor of Delhi had a breakfast meeting. Delhi Chief Minister remaining tight-lipped about the meet, but when questioned by the media, he said, "We came for a breakfast meet." July 2018 is when Najib Jung was supposed to resign, but 18 months before that, it's a surprising move that before his tenure could end, he has given a resignation. A statement issued by Jung's office did not cite reasons for his resignation, but said he would be returning to academics. Speculations on the rise that former LG was planning to quit since past few months, but the opposition is adamant, saying that he was made to quit. Take a listen to first what Delhi Chief Minister shared with the reporters.
बस उनसे मैं मिलने के लिए आया था और
सर इसकी वजह बताई उन्होंने।
वो पर्सनल कारण है उनके।
सर 1 घंटे तक आप लोगों की मुलाकात हुई क्या?
उन्होंने नाश्ते पे बुलाया था
सर,
नाश्ता किया।
Arvind Kejriwal saying personal reasons behind the exit for Najib Jung. Arvind Kejriwal also telling the reporters that it's just a breakfast meet, but we get you all the inside details from this meeting. My colleague Ankit joining us. So Ankit, what's the story? What's the story that is not coming out officially in the open?
Well, that's what the speculation is all about. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal yesterday also expressed surprise on this exit of Lieutenant Governor Najib Jung. They have been at loggerheads, but in every time both the Lieutenant Governor and the Delhi Chief Minister maintain that they have cordial personal relations. So him meeting the Lieutenant Governor today, it was an hour-long meeting. My sources tell me that once again the Lieutenant Governor reiterated that it is personal reasons. He wants to spend time with his family. He wants to get back to academia, and that is why he wants to leave. But there are certain questions that are very curious. Number one, on 16 December, the Lieutenant Governor wrote a letter informing the Union Home Secretary that he will be going for a personal leave between 25th December and January 1st. The copy of that letter was given, or in fact was sent to the Delhi government on 21st. So what happened between 16th and 21st that the Lieutenant Governor suddenly decided to give it up? He had 18 months of tenure left. And this is something that a lot of people are now wanting answers to. Grapevine also saying that he somewhere wanted a meeting with the Prime Minister. That did not take place. Why did he seek that appointment? Or, what was the need for it? Was he under pressure? That doesn't seem so, because if you go by the way the entire functioning of Delhi government was taking place, and also after the High Court had given that judgment in which he made the Lieutenant Governor as the supreme body as far as Delhi is concerned, what was the kind of pressure that he was under, be it Kejriwal or the central government, is something that a lot of people are speculating about. So no clear reason yet. And most people not believing what the Lieutenant Governor himself is saying, that it was his personal reasons.
And speculation were there, Ankit, as you're pointing out about the Honourable Court's order making Najib Jung the administrative head, that all is not well then as well. We talk more about that. Let me take our viewers through the running feud. It's surprising that you have Arvind Kejriwal meeting Najib Jung after he's pressed the exit clause, because here's a running feud between Arvind Kejriwal and Najib Jung that played out in the open. You had the row over the DCW appointment, which is the latest, where Jung appointed Dilraj Kaur as DCW member secretary. Instead of that, Kejriwal removed a member and appointed another. And that's not all. There have been many such face-off, a clash over official files, with Jung formed a panel to look into 400 Delhi government files. Then you had DERC chief appointment, Delhi administrative head appointment, and there have been numerous such occasions where both have seen eye to eye, and both of them have refused to blink. Matters playing out in the court as well. And then you had also fighting for the ACB's, that is the Anti-Corruption Bureau's power. The chief secretary ran 2015, where Delhi ex-chief secretary went on a 10-day leave. Jung appointed an IS officer as acting chief secretary. So there are these numerous examples that have played out in the public domain, even in the courts. But let's take a listen in to a few of the political reactions that are coming in, with the Congress party saying that it is a forced resignation. It does not have Najib Jung's stamp. He was asked and his hand was twisted to quit from his post. Take a listen.
कांग्रेस पार्टी के लोग और आम आदमी पार्टी के लोग जब उपराज्यपाल काम कर रहे थे तो उसको इस्तीफा देना चाहिए कहते हैं, और जब इस्तीफा दिया तो फिर कहते हैं कि क्यों इस्तीफा दिया, किस लिए दिया?
Well, interestingly, Arvind Kejriwal meeting Najeeb Jung this morning. That's the latest development. We'll go across to Ankit as well, who's standing by with all the inside details on this story. But Ankit, this is interesting because you had the Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia saying yesterday on a Twitter, you had Arvind Kejriwal also saying कि खट्टा मीठा experience चलता रहता है, bittersweet moments of working with Najeeb Jung. So it wasn't the pressure that Najeeb Jung was facing from the Delhi government, but there is more to the story. Now, what are your sources telling you? Will his resignation be accepted? And are the names already doing round of who could now take LG's post?
Well, there is no doubt that this resignation, of course, will be accepted. But the post like a lieutenant governor, I don't see there will be public haggling of the government sending it back, he again sending it. So there must have been some consideration that has gone into it. Only then he has resigned. So Mr. Najeeb Jung is on his way out, that is for sure. Who will he be replaced with? There are few names doing round. There is a name of IS officer Anil Bajal. He is also in the race to become the lieutenant governor. It is seen that he is close to the centre. How does that play out for the Delhi government? We yet don't know. Former top cop of Delhi, Police Commissioner Ajay Rai is also in the reckoning as far as the lieutenant governor post is concerned. Well, there are people, those who are saying that Bhimsen Basi, the former police commissioner, could also be brought back. But more or less, it doesn't seem that the government, the central government, would also want to put somebody who is completely opposed to Arvind Kejriwal, at least for the perception battle. They would not want it to be a vindictive move. But very soon, of course, this resignation will be accepted. Yesterday, the Home Secretary said that they have not received the resignation. So most likely it is going to be received today or in a matter of fact, then it will be sent to the president. The president would have to approve this before the next candidate can be brought in.
But was writing on the wall all this while, Ankit, is also another question. Was writing on the wall? Let me take our viewers first through the names that Ankit has listed out about the probables for the Lieutenant Governor post. It will be crucial, whoever comes in, to have the balance with the Delhi government, because already there's been tussle with Najeeb Jung and Arvind Kejriwal playing out in the public domain. First up, Kiran Bedi is also part of the probables, who is right now the governor for Puducherry, BJP Chief Minister candidate for 2014 Delhi polls. And this will be interesting to watch out because both of them are former comrades from the Anna Hazare movement. The second name that's doing round is B.S. Basi as well, former police commissioner from the capital, very well aware of the administrative work as well in the capital. Frequent conflict with Kejriwal happened during his tenure. The next name that you could look at is Umesh Sehgal, who's former Delhi Chief Secretary, and he's also a close BJP aide. And equation with Kejriwal, well, not that good, one would say. Anil Bajal is another name that Ankit also pointed out, the former bureaucrat who is on the list to be the Lieutenant Governor of the capital. Equation with Kejriwal, some blow hot, blow cold, which will go on if he comes into the post. Then you have DM Spolia, who is a former Delhi Chief Secretary, who could also be in the race for being the next Lieutenant Governor. He was removed by Kejriwal, brought in by BJP. He's a dark horse candidate as we're speaking at this point of time, considered too soft though. And equation with Kejriwal, well, obviously one would have to say not that good. Shakti Sinha is a retired bureaucrat, another name doing the round. And Shakti Sinha, who's worked as personal staff for Atal Bihari Vajpayee, comes with a tremendous experience, a non-controversial image as well. Somebody seen as a balancer, who has worked with Kejriwal government before. And equation with Kejriwal is better, I would say, than the others. And then last but not the least, you have KJ Alphonse, who's a who's a former Kerala bureaucrat, member of BJP National Executive Committee as well. And he's got a tough political image, somebody who could have run-ins with the Kejriwal government. So equation with Kejriwal, one will have to watch out for that. Let's go across to my colleague Ankit for the latest story that we are tracking now. Ankit, was writing on the wall all this while. Were there options being considered all this while? Was there also an attempt by the BJP to send out signals to the Lieutenant Governor, which led now to his resignation?
The Delhi Lieutenant Governor is a very crucial post. Remember, there are upcoming polls in Delhi as well. First, municipal polls, and then, of course, in 2019, there will be elections as far as the Delhi government is concerned. 18 months were left for Najeeb Jung. As we have been saying, it doesn't, as of now, at least overtly, it doesn't seem that there was any immediate trigger for this entire resignation drama. many people are speculating, many are saying that possibly there is something more to it. Possibly there is more pressure that possibly needed to be on the Delhi government on the way they are functioning. But now the Supreme Court is hearing as far as this High Court decision of Lieutenant Governor being made the administrator of Delhi is concerned. The Delhi government has always been saying that the Lieutenant Governor has been encouraging the bureaucrats not to attend the meetings. And for that reason, it doesn't seem that there was any pressure, at least from the center. Whether there are personal reasons why Najib Jung took this in a haste is something that a lot of people are waiting answers to. Najib Jung has already said that he will be writing a book on his own life. Possibly that will have answers, but few questions that need clarification is whether, as many people are saying, he sought an appointment with the Prime Minister. What was the need for that appointment? And if he had already decided that he was going on a leave, then why was this
obviously,
haste?
why the sudden resignation? Why the sudden resignation? Many questions. Perhaps that book will reveal it all, which Najib Jung will be writing and now Ankit. But let's also take our viewers through the breakfast diplomacy meet. Arvind Kejriwal calling it an unofficial meet, saying we just met over the breakfast where he went to meet now Delhi Lieutenant Governor who's resigned, Najib Jung.
बस उनसे मैं मिलने के लिए आया था और
सर
क्योंकि वो
इसकी
छोड़ के
वजह
जा रहे
बताई
हैं।
उन्होंने।
वो पर्सनल कारण है उनके।
सर 1 घंटे तक आप लोगों की मुलाकात हुई क्या?
उन्होंने नाश्ते पे बुलाया था,
सर 1 घंटे
नाश्ता किया।